Alrighty, folks. Welcome to the class. And by the class, I mean it's CRIM401. It's like a policing class, all right? And it's summer 2023. You're like, who are you? Well, let me show you, man. Don't worry. My name is Martinez Cohen. Dr. Martinez Cohen. But I go by Martin. I actually don't mind. You don't have to call me doctor. Just call me Martin, all right? It just, there's no need, all right? There's no use for it, okay? I'm actually not a George Mason professor. I'm just an adjunct at George Mason. I did get my PhD at George Mason back in the day. But now I teach at the State University of New York, Oswego, as an associate professor. But I'm doing some adjuncting at George Mason over the summers because I love teaching and I love policing. Anyway, so here's the class. Let me show you what it looks like on Blackboard, and I'll switch between Blackboard and the syllabus, and I'm trying to get this video around 15 minutes at most. All right, here's Blackboard, all right? So everything that you need, everything you need will be right here. You need to know where the syllabus is? Click on the syllabus tab. Bam! Boom! All right? You need to know where the reading responses are? Bam! All right, you need to know where the course content is? Bam! Oh, why is there only 5? Don't worry, I'm working on it. You'll have 10 by the time you start the class, so calm down. Oh, I need to do discussion boards. Bam! All right, why is there only 5? I thought there would be 10. Don't worry, I'll add them. Calm down. Oh, I need to do the opinion paper at the end of the semester. Bam! All right? That's how that goes. All right, so class is about policing in America. It's an advanced class, so it's going to be a little more difficult than just an introductory class. But, yeah, anyways. So this is a textbook I want you to have, the 9th edition of Police in America. But if you want to use the 8th edition, you can at your own risk. Some of the information that's in the older version is a little outdated, but it shouldn't really impact your ability to complete the assignments, okay? Because I'm not doing quizzes and exams. It's all just papers. So it shouldn't be too big of a problem if you want to go with the 8th edition. There's going to be 3 things that comprise your grade. You're going to do 10 reading responses. You're going to do 10 discussion forums and 1 opinion paper. Right, the reading responses will make up 50% of your grade, while the discussion forums will make up 30% of your grade, while the opinion paper makes up 20% of your grade. So for the online discussions every week, or every module, not week, every module, you'll have to have a discussion, okay? So I'm going to pose a question to you, and let me show you right here. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Let's look at discussion 1. In your opinion, in what ways do the media impact the way society views the police? Is it do or does? I don't know. English is not my first language. Whatever. You'll figure it out. Do you think this is productive? If no, how should this be addressed? All right? So what is your opinion on this? I mean, I would write this after I've read the textbook, because then it'll inform your opinion even more. But what is your opinion on it? Like, how do you think the media, impacts the way that we view the police? Right? That's important, right? So you click on this, clickety-clack, you provide me, you get create thread, and then you give me a response. Then after you've done that, wait like a minute, wait until somebody else posts, a thread on the same discussion, and then respond to their thread, and then do the same thing again. So I want you to respond to 2 people's threads in addition to posting your own. That way you get all 3 points, all right? These are completion-based. As long as you follow the instructions, there is no wrong answer. So why would you not do these? You're just throwing away points, bruh. All right. Then the reading responses. This is going to be your bread and butter. This is going to be your bread and butter, all right? So you're going to have to do reading. Every module or topic. I call them topics, all right? And then, based on the reading, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. And then you're going to answer those questions in narrative form for a total word count of at least 600 words. Now remember, anytime you do a written assignment in this class, it has to be on Microsoft Word or PDF. Those are the only two formats of files that I accept because Blackboard cries whenever you put something else in there. So you're like, okay, what do you mean by these reading responses? Okay, so the reading responses, you're going to do some reading. So at the end of the syllabus, you'll see here, clickety-clack. For instance, let's look at topic 1. Topic 1, you have to read chapter 1 in the book and this Van Manen piece. You're like, where do I get the Van Manen piece? Well, calm down. Right here. Clickety-clack. Clickety-clack. Bam! Right there. All right? And then you do the reading response. You're like, where do I get the reading response? Well, you click on reading response 1. Oh, here are the 2 questions. Describe and explain some important myths about policing that are perpetuated by the police, the media, and society. Provide some examples. Which myth do you think is the most problematic for the police, society, or both? Why is that? Then, second question. After reading Van Manen, how do the police categorize the citizens whom they encounter? Is it fair for the police to do this? Just a little bit of opinion to put in there, but yeah. Okay, so you're like 600 words. Yes, 600 words across the 2 questions. All right, so not 600 words per question, but 600 words across the 2 questions. You might write 400 words on the first one and 200 words on the second one. Now you can write more than 600 words, but I just want at least 600 words. You got it? You got it. Great! All right, what's next? So we did that. All right. Ah, the opinion paper. Clickety-clack. So at the end of the semester, you're going to have to write a 2,500 word plus paper about your opinion. Right now, your opinion must be informed by science, right? So here's the deal. Considering what you've learned about American policing, write an opinion paper comparing the U.S. policing system to that of any other country that you want to choose. Any country you want to choose. If it's Mauritius, it's Mauritius. If it is, I don't know, Uzbekistan. If it is, I don't know, Suriname or Canada or Italy. Whatever. You pick it, man. You pick the country. And you compare that country to the U.S. system. And I want you to particularly focus on the relationship between the community and the police. Which system, in your opinion, is more successful in maintaining positive community relations? And why do you think that is, right? So this is going to require you to do a lot of both academic and non-academic research. Right? So you're going to have to do some Google scholaring, but also just some regular Googling. All right? And so therefore, as you'll see right here, I want you to cite at least 6 academic sources and 4 non-academic sources. All right? And then, yeah, so there you go. My general late policy on things is every 24 hours, you're losing 50%. All right? So just try to be on time. Now, here's my thing. I am very serious about due dates. However, I will return all graded work within 48 hours. All right? I don't let things chill. I'll get your work back to you. All righty? So there you go. This is the class. And you're like, okay, where do I get the content? Well, so let me explain the class calendar to you. This is going to be your most important thing. So you'll see here's the date, what I want you to do on that day. It goes all the way through to the 27th. I want you, this is the topic we'll be covering. This is the reading I want on that day. So on the 23rd, I want you to read chapter 1. On the 24th, I want you to read the Van Manen piece. After you read chapter 1, I want you to do discussion 1. After you read both chapter 1 and Van Manen, I want you to answer reading response 1. All right? Now, again, you may work ahead. I don't care. Just make sure you hit the due dates. Then for history policing, you're going to be doing chapter 2 and then chapter 3, discussion, reading response, and so on and so forth. You're like, okay, so the Van Manen piece, that's going to be here, right? Yeah, under course content, topic 1, Van Manen, right? So you can see here, this topic corresponds with topic 1. Topic 2 corresponds with, guess what? Topic 2. So here is the PowerPoints, 2 separate PowerPoints, right? and these videos. And you're like, what's the deal with these videos? Well, these are video lectures that I've recorded, and I've posted them on YouTube. Some of these are brand new that I recorded like today or yesterday. Others I recorded like 2 years ago. There's like a handful that I recorded like 4 years ago and then updated them 2 years ago. But all the information is current. Like, so if something doesn't have current information in it, I would update it. All right. So everything is current. You don't have to watch these videos. When I was a student, I didn't watch the lecture videos. I just read the book and looked over the PowerPoints. So if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. If you, if you want to watch the video lectures, sure, go right ahead. I made it so that you can easily access them on YouTube. So you'll click on this, for instance, topic 2, video 2. The nice thing is, as you can see right here, there's an introductory policing concepts playlist. So these are actually all of the lectures that are in chronological order on the syllabus. So let's say you're on summer vacation or something and access to Blackboard is difficult, right? You can just go to my YouTube page, find this playlist, and just find the videos you need to watch on it. All right? And this video will be on there as well. Now, I don't need you to follow me or anything like that. I don't need subscribers. Like, I'm not trying to monetize any of this stuff. So you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to do any of that stuff. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. If you have any questions, email me. I'm usually really quick with emails. Speaking of, since I am I give you to both of my emails here. I'll tell you this. The George Mason email, I'll check it once a day. My Oswego email, I check that like every 5 minutes. Okay? So if you need to get to me really quickly, then hit my Oswego email. What I suggest you do is just email one and CC the other, and then you're never going to have a problem. All right? Yeah. So again, this is a pretty straightforward thing. You're going to see more course content in the next couple of weeks. I'll make sure that it's up there. Again, if you want to work ahead. If you don't, that's fine. Just make the due dates. If life happens to you, like if things explode, you get sick or whatever, just let me know. I don't need any documentation for any of that stuff. I trust you. Also, let's talk about ChatGTP. All right, ChatGTP is useful. All right, so you can use it in two ways. You can ask ChatGTP a question, and you can see how it articulates, structures, and organizes its answer. But you may not copy-paste what's in there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So let's say you ask ChatGTP, what are some myths about the police? And it says, okay, well, you have myth X, blah, 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 myth Y, blah, 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 myth Z, blah, 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 right? If you copy paste that, that's wrong. But now you look, okay, so it talked about this myth first, and then it gave an example. Oh, so maybe I should talk about this myth and give an example, right? Not the same as what ChatGTP gave you, but right, you can sort of see how to organize your thoughts and how to structure things, right? So what it's coming down to, what you're taking from ChatGTP is the way it does things. But the content knowledge and the application thereof is still up to you. And that is ethical. Moreover, another way you can use ChatGTP, according to the APA guidelines, is if you ask ChatGTP a question and it gives you an answer, you can take a sentence or two, you can copy paste it, put it in quotation marks, and cite it like you would cite a personal conversation in APA. So it would be, if you ever were to do that, you got to look up the APA guidelines for how to cite ChatGTP. But I'll tell you this, in my classes, there's not going to be a need for you to do it. So just don't try to pull one over on me. Right? I don't like how professors have this suspicious view of students. They think you're always up to something, up to no good. I do not want you to turn me into one of those professors. I trust you. If you tell me that your mom is sick and you can't come to class or you can't hand something in, then I'm going to trust you that that's the truth. All right? If you hand in a paper to me, I'm going to trust that you did not use ChatGTP, that you did not cheat. But if something raises a suspicion for me, I'm going to run that through ChatGTP 0. All right? So yeah, with that being said, have a good summer and email me if you have questions. Again, I'm here to help. I want to help you be a success. All right, well, chill vibes, folks.